This week's review is the Volvo S60. This is the T5 version, which is 2-litre petrol engines, 250 brake horsepower. Swift car. Those of us of a certain generation remember the T5 in the 850, the estate. They ran the British Touring Car Champs Secure Core colours. I think you remember, if you check onto my Instagram, you'll see I shared a picture earlier in the week. It was about... It'll be interesting to see if this is, as I said in that, as raucous. I don't think it will be, but it's still going to be an interesting drive for the week. The T5 comes in 3 driving modes. There's an eco, a normal and a dynamic. I'd suspect it'll very rarely be used in eco mode because it's a T5. But in normal mode it just plods along very nicely, and if you give it the flick into dynamic, we'll find a little bit of road now. Found ourselves a little bit of interesting road. First thing we'll do is see, has it got a bit of go? Certainly does. Goes well, makes a really nice noise too, and that's what I did there, is about as quickly as you can go in this country legally. So it's not, as with all of these anyway, fast cars, you never get to use what you would like to and be in any way legal about it. We'll just get off this road here now onto something with a little bit more twistiness to it, and we will see what she's made of. But all in all, the driving experience of it, even if it doesn't have any sporting credentials, we'll have a little pop here now. This is a twisty enough little road. It goes very well, turns in very well. Brakes seem to be very good. Balance and turn it in here, very good. No, it goes well. I know that's a very short test, but I've been driving it all week and I've given it a good few spirited goes. And it drives very well. It drives very, very well. We'll have to bring it out now. It seems like this car can do most things for everyone. It can drive fairly quickly cross country, can pootle around town, do all these things. We'll just see, we'll bring it out on the motorway in a while and see what it's like out there. From a practical point of view, the S60 in any guise, whether it be T5 or any of the lesser spec versions, it's a perfectly sized car. You'll see there's room in the back for child seats. There's a sizable boot. You'll see it there with all my camera gear and computer gear strewn all over. These front seats in this R-Design model are very comfy. Very, very comfy. Full leather in this one as well, which is always nice. In the back, my usual test, sit behind myself. If I'm comfortable behind myself, it's big enough. I can sit behind myself. My seat in this position can sit in there behind me, and it is not a problem at all. So it covers all the bases. Just out on the motorway now. This car comes with literally the bells and whistles. So we have adaptive cruise control and pilot assist. So basically you leave your hands on the steering wheel, but it'll keep you between the lines. You set up your speed and it'll follow the car in front at whatever distance you set. It is very good at eating up motorway miles. It will cruise when you indicate out lane, and it'll catch up with the next fella. It's quite brilliant at this. Now, what do I think of this car in totality? It's not a T5 like the old 850 T5 estates. There's nothing raucous about it. Is it a very good car? Yes, it is an absolutely brilliant car. It is a pleasure to drive a proper petrol engine saloon car in a world where, certainly up until very recently, everything had a diesel engine in it. You had an awful lot of pretty cars with diesel engines in it which just didn't like. This thing looks amazing, goes well. It's not astonishingly fast, but it's certainly swift enough for 100% of people, because any swifter and you're likely to get yourself in trouble. It does room in the boot, room in the back seat, room for kids, everything you could possibly need to do, and just enough spice to make it interesting. If you've enjoyed this review, please give it a like, give it a share on YouTube, have a look at Drive It on Facebook page, and swing over to my personal Instagram, Alistair Chambers on Instagram, and keep up to date with all the latest news and whatever bits of reviews I'm doing in cars. Cheers.